All-Stars. I personally like the idea of you're standing in a room and someone gives you like some good news, and then that
You
sound
just skip
effect
that.
just plays.
No, Safi, I actually, as a 10-year-old, we had the All Stars game. That's how I experienced most of the Mario games.
That's what I said. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so the exact version there is the one I grew up with. So yeah, you gave me like Mario PTSD.
Listen, if I can recommend another one, I really like the extremely boisterous nature of the Super Mario Bros. 3 P-Switch song. It's so strong. Gosh, just slaps you like a hammer. Hammers are slapping. Um, but anyway, let's get to Anik. That's what. Marvelous. You guys are indeed in Krakelstuk. You were supposedly fed to a dragon, but then the dragon's like, "Hey, you want a job?" And you were like, "Nah, we're good." And he's like, "Oh, well, fine, go do this. At least this other thing for me." Everyone in town was extremely mean to you, and they continue to be mean to you, despite the fact that you now have a badge. And you get to pretend to be cool. In general, this whole place probably would benefit from a good torching to the ground.
Honestly, probably.
Probably. You're surrounded by paranoid, invisible people who are ready to kill you, and you're like, yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
I mean, I guess you are American, so.
All right, but here, Safi, I am a bold wrestling machine. I have politics means nothing to me, but I have no interest in starting an assassination of a king.
Oh, Claire, you sweet summer dork. Point is that you decided to accept the lesser of two evils, which involves going to find an egg.
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 This is a trying time, I suppose.
May I offer you an egg in these trying times? May I offer a clapping to Claire in these trying times? So, this is after you've got that deal taken care of. You've left the place. Where will you go? What will you do?
We also need to see to those gray ghosts.
Yeah, we were told there's an informant person in the merchant area by the bay, which is where we were at the inn.
Oh, yes, an
And
identified spy who may be able to show you where to go.
yeah, the dumb idiot that gave us the badge told us that we were supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
get rid of them, but we're going to do the exact opposite.
We're gonna say hi.
yeah, dumb idiot jerk.
Yeah, dumb idiot jerk that gets shoved into a locker.
I
And
know him well.
because these guys were like in favor of freeing slaves and stuff, and we thought, oh no, that's terrible. We
Who
should
would dare?
stop that.
Someone should do something.
Yeah, because apparently they dealt with the people who had done the thing and the stuff.
Sorry, I had to share this thing I just saw with everybody.
Why? Why?
Fox
Fox
News.
What kind of fucking argument is this?
Is that they have
Power,
basic
water.
things. Yeah, basic things to keep themselves alive. So they're not really that poor. I mean, I could go get a used fridge downtown from someone for like $20. Doesn't mean it would work really well, but
I, I,
it
I,
would
I,
function.
I really like this trick that someone pulled off, where if you search homeless on a conservative, you apparently get their two angles, which is we need to help the vets, the homeless vets, but also we need to not help the homeless and kill them and hang them and burn them alive. Oh, I'll be so happy when I see poor people die. But we
Yeah.
must help the vets.
Yeah.
Do you understand, Claire? Does your tiny brain compute? Point is, what do you want to do? You're outside of the fine building where the flame keepers keep their flames, as it were.
I assume we did some shopping.
Yeah, I got a bag full of equipment.
Yeah.
Now ready for business.
Find this Strokey dude.
But yeah, I was gonna, kind of just skulk around the merchant quarter and look for people doing shady shit.
Marvelous. As you skulk around the place, are you like intentionally looking extra sulky, or are you just keeping a low profile? Because when people say skulk, all I can imagine is them like pulling up their hood and being extremely edgy about it.
I can't really skulk. I'm just tall and metal.
Just throw a tarp
Yes.
over yourself.
Kenny and I do the skulking.
Yeah.
I float around.
Unfortunately, gather information is no longer a skill, so as a GM, I am completely unequipped to handle this situation.
Oh no.
Could be like survival
Wait.
or like
Claire, what the hell did you just post? Okay,
That was me.
let me
don't.
read this for you. If you don't believe in shifting realities, just scroll. But for us shifters, we could literally solve some missing person cases. Like, think about it. We shift to the night they went missing and witness. That's not called shifting. That's time travel. And witness what happened. Then can come back and tell the police or whatever. Pretty sure that a whole bunch of psychics did that, and they basically committed ethical crimes. Like Madeline McCain. And what if someone else shifted to the night hotel? Why don't you just stop it then? You fucker. Shift
Yeah,
back
why
with
don't
some
you not
cops.
talk about it and just do it?
yeah. I like how they're like, oh yeah, we could do this.
But how about we
But-
shift to Hogwarts?
I like how they call it shifting, then they make it time travel. The problem is the Hogwarts they would go to if they were to go right now. Wasn't Harry Potter like in the 90s? Like the actual yeah. So
Yeah, it was like mid late 90s.
so you would show up like 30 years after Voldemort, and Harry's like an old man. Wait. Ancient buildings are designed so that when evil spirits fall from the sky onto the roof, they're propelled back towards the sky. American houses are designed so that the evil spirits fall onto your neighbor's lawn. Well, now
There's
you
a
know.
response to it, of course, which was very accurately.
That's why.
God, I always think about that image. Cause fuck them, that's why.
I forgot what the context for that was. I know I should know it, but I don't. Point is, you guys are having some grand old fun times looking for Droki.
Yeah.
As mentioned, this place is filled with smog and the constant droning and loud screeching of heavy machinery. There's barely a place you can be without some large overhead container on rails making its way around, or a large smithy bellowing out a cloud of smoke directly onto the street. They have not heard of chimneys here, no. Thank you very much.
Why?
Well, yeah, they like that dirty taste apparently.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It is
sucks.
it is such a beautiful facade of what life on the surface is like. It's awful. As you move about the streets, however, I'm androgynous look at. I look like if a man and a woman had. You know, this is fun, but then you realize someone made this.
Someone probably said that serious.
And either that's a good joke, in which case very funny, or I'm justified in pushing the button.
I'm on Twitter, so I am offended.
A man and a woman would never ever come together to have babies. Ew.
I've actually heard that argument, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Claire, how dare you? Why would a woman lower herself to have sex with a man to have babies? Hashtag feminism.
Oh yeah.
Sexual education has affected all political groups. A lack of American sex education has affected all political groups. Sorry, my brain is like a 250. Point is, kids, the Dark Lake District is honestly worse than the main town because now you have all that smog and all those big machines moving around, but you also have way too many people. They're all over the place, crawling around you like bugs. Many of them are shorter than you, especially if you're particularly tall or even of normal height, because underground people get shorter. All that bending over stunts your growth and all. Or, it's better to be small in an environment that is naturally space deprived. Spatially challenged. Let's go with that term.
All right.
Which makes it all the more interesting to see a large procession of individuals who are several times your size. Giants, one may call them, but perhaps that is a naughty word, just like dwarf is.
Don't be a sizist, yeah.
So just giant dudes hanging out.
There is a procession of. Let me just give you. Thank you, module, for being so extremely good and easy to browse through to find necessary information. It's not like that one tip, it is all the way over there. Let's see. Wow. That's all you get, huh? They are grey-skinned giants, large and formidable, with remarkably smooth yet angular features, kind of like squircles. They have a degree of regality to them, but their clothing is humble. The procession consists of about 5 individuals, who make their way through the crowd. They are so tall that they are taller than the large, weird carrying spiders that sometimes skitter around the place.
Oh,
They big.
They're
Yeah.
large. Reminds me of something.
Is it me?
Or is it me?
Don't fly near those.
They seem to move freely through the streets, unimpeded by invisible or visible guards. But eventually, they will leave your sight, if you let them. If not,
I think I want to see where they go.
Yeah, this could be a lead.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could be a lead, but it could be a lead.
as it stands right now, the procession is moving towards the south, and will presumably cross through the gates leaving the Dark Lake District.
Ah, they on business.
Yeah. Bit of business.
So will you continue to follow them? Because you are looking
no,
for Droki here.
yeah, not if they're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they leave, they'll go back and look for good old
Marvelous.
dude.
Marvelous. It takes some time, because Dark Lake District is highly condensed, so it's very difficult to actually notice any particular person. But at a certain point, you see a strange individual who walks along the rails overhead, only dipping down from time to time. Let me show you a picture. A blue-skinned individual with a defined, sharp beard and a tentacled hat drops down from the rail from time to time to hand and exchange notes, acting with such brutal efficiency that even an invisible guard would have difficulty following that. Excuse me. Thanks, Hada. We get it. You're a giant fox nerd. Thank you.
Someone showed me that and it looked really cute.
Aw.
It is cute.
Nerd.
Look at this dude with his hat. I like it.
He honestly looks like an old-timey prospector.
Thematic cohesion? What's that? The individual, as mentioned, moves with surprising grace and efficiency, like an Assassin's Creed character on crack.
Oh no.
Assassin's crack.
Ew. Well, they match the description that you've been given.
So, what I want to do is kite him into an alley.
They
You
don't
wanna
even
what?
seem to know that you're there at the moment, so I don't know how you would kite them anywhere.
Well, I mean, he seems to be avoiding guards, right?
Considering that you are technically working as guards trying to catch them, yes, it makes sense that they would be trying to avoid the law.
So, like, do we want to catch up with him or do we want to follow him? Asking. Good old party.
Well, there are different outcomes if we intend to follow them. Either they don't notice us and eventually lead us to their base, or they do notice us, lead us into a trap, and kill us.
You're very, very pessimistic about traps. I see.
Well, I've been caught in enough to be wary.
Well, let's just see if we can just get him. I mean, honestly, since he's a drookie, maybe the people around here won't even care about him.
I mean,
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it forever. You might get away.
Yeah, we're like being meandering behind, but if we want to catch him, I could put a guard in his path, and he'll just try to avoid him. I guess. I hope.
Oh, I see what you're wanting to do. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you're the sneaky magical one. And we have the sneaky rogue. I can't just like sneak up on him because I'm gigantic.
So like if he walks past an alley, like a one-way alley that we know of, well, that we can figure out, uh, I just make a generic Duragar guard just appear, since we've seen some of those. So like, either he'll kite into the alley or he'll go somewhere else. We'll just follow him until I can eventually kite him into an alley.
But wouldn't
Or-
he know all the alleys that would be safe to go into?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably. Given the situation, he probably knows this city way better than we do.
Also,
would
since
hope.
you seem to be missing this detail, this person seems to primarily maneuver off ground level. Like they're moving around between the rails overhead.
Well, yeah, but he goes down eventually.
Yes.
So like, if we can relay how he gets up and down, put a
I
guard
could just
on
go
an alley,
follow him.
or you can follow him.
I think following has the best chance of.
Okay, following.
Not
And I start
working out
flying up.
properly. Be,
We're
be
also
sneaky
sending.
about it.
I would
We're sending
like to
ice
point out
ahead.
that someone flying up out of a crowd is the least subtle thing that can happen in a crowd.
No one ever said she was trying to be subtle.
I mean, okay, baby fairy activate stealth mode.
Oh, okay. Teleporting.
How does this
What?
make you any stealthier? Like the problem is your physical presence at the end of the teleport.
I
Well,
mean, how often do they look up?
They are again, they're on the elevated rails that hang overhead. They look
Well,
down most of the time.
I think Iceline's gonna go above.
Yeah, I was gonna go like upward as high as I can.
Okay. So in a place where there's a constant haze of smoke, your idea is to go up into the smoke some more.
Okay, now I have a problem with this.
oh wait,
I forgot about how bad the smoke is.
that'd be such a horrible scene. She'd fly upwards. Oh, just leave it to me. We just hear this little,
Why do you think of the industrial rails up there?
I got the black lung.
and then she falls down into my hands, aged 30 years. Well, it killed
Where'd
the
you get that
fairy.
PhD? It's in cophology.
All right, I have a better
It's
plan.
in black lung.
So here's my just out of character brain plan. Goblin, parkour
Bad
at him.
thing.
What?
Get him. Like this is who we're looking for. Just get him. I can't sneak up on him because I'm like a little tower of a person.
You know, what am I gonna do when I quote unquote get them? I can get to them, but once I'm there, what do?
We explained that we gotta ask him something.
Okay, I'll sneak up and try to negotiate. It's not my strong suit, but
honestly surprised that no one decides to come up with the idea of just tying a rope to an arrow and just harpooning him.
Well, we don't want to hurt him.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid like, look, if that was the case, I would have just walked through the ocean of people and picked them up.
If
That's
that
all
was
I'm-
the case, I would just fly to him, grab him, and then teleport back with him.
So yeah, plan is I just sneak over to him and
that
just
you're a
try and
freaking genius.
subtly explain the situation.
Ties the ferry to the goblin. Okay,
Wait,
you gotta
what?
help. But yeah, go for it. I'm not trying to like push things forward. I'm just trying to like make them
So-
plan too. But
Before we go on, let's have another section of 5e. Your adventures are built like garbage. Droki's opening section, aka you gotta catch him in the Blade Bazaar, is located under the header Blade Bazaar. Fair enough. However, what Droki has in his bag and what he's trying to do and role-playing Droki is located in Whirlstone Caverns. Finding Droki. Thanks, 5e. You're making this super easy on people. Just
okay.
how would you ever use the fucking book when even the I can use Control F text format doesn't work well? They sell these for I think like how much, $60 or something?
30. Usually books are like 30, $40 each nowadays.
Good. Because this is not a video game.
Video games.
All right. Let's go see. So the big problem is that once you're up there, you're basically doing Gordon Freeman and that garbage compactor level in terms of safety because the rails are being used and some of them go through furnace-like chambers or worse. This place is not intended for organic beings. Oh, gosh, it really just depresses me to see all these unloaded tokens. Ugh. Oh, they're so depressing.
No.
Sorry, Safi.
I miss my tokens.
Well, they're gone because So, with a deep sigh, what would be? I guess the real problem is just keeping up with him in the first place. This guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to get there. He knows how to get there fast. What is it?
Haste. Just I'm not augmenting it. Just you're faster now. Kimi.
Hooray.
The random idea just came up with is like we put the ferry in your pocket and like when the time is
I'm
right.
not
when you-
that small.
Oh right. Sorry.
Like
you
we're roughly the same size.
Yeah, I'm shorter, but not that shorter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
how about this? How about this one? Okay, Canny.
Yeah.
Bam, I'm gonna teleport you closer, and then you have a head start. Get going.
Okay, that'll help, I guess.
In your haste,
Ah.
just go.
Ah.
Before I get shoved into a backpack or something.
I'm sorry.
Apparently I'm microscopic. Apparently I'm real life Bella.
Itty bitty baby.
Go.
I'm going.
I don't know if going faster is all that much helpful when you're on top of thin, skinny rails, and which in some cases are probably very hot, given how they go directly into an open furnace. But hey,
Well, think of it this way. If you're being careful, you go half speed. So now Kenny's just going normal speed.
Yeah, it balances out the fact that you have to be careful.
what an idea!
Smart games.
I'm taking a look at all this stuff.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
how
did
this is
see
just
this in
like the way
another-
this is written to me strongly implies that the whole point is that you just lose Droki, and then you find him in the Whirlstone Caverns. Ho ho ho!
I say nay.
This makes like at least the third time that I found a section that's like you cannot let your players succeed at this and make them fail, and it's like, what?
What if
We
they
learned
don't?
this lesson in like the 1990s. Oh yes, I'm using that one already.
Oh yeah, okay.
Players will find a way to not fail.
Just saw someone say like, oh, because it's down, maybe use this, and thought, oh, that sounds like a thing Taffy would be interested in.
Yeah, but I'm already on top of things because otherwise I would have canceled this fucking session if I had to put up with the stupid textbook.
Big brain genius.
Point is, you can give me a good old stealth check to see if you can get in close enough.
Ah,
To get 'em.
Kidoki.
Let's see.
Beans.
How observant is good old Droki? Apparently, he has a past perception of 7. It's impressive. So, I guess you'll be able to get right up to him when he climbs back up. What do you want to do when he's within like an arm's reach but doesn't notice you're there?
I mean, just kind of like take him aside, but not in like a violent way. Like tap him on the shoulder or something, and go, "Hey, we need your help, real quick."
So,
Kind of, you know.
while you're sitting up here, delightfully enjoying the ambient heat, which goes up, the world down below looks like a big old soup. The majority of them are the same, like Duergar and all that, and they blend together. Occasionally, like an orc sticks out or a drow. It's just like a big old soup of people and lots of noise. Ooh, it's so loud. You grab Droki by the shoulder, politely informing him that you would like to have a conversation or something of the sorts. However, that does not seem to be in the cards. When you grab his shoulder, he looks at you, his eyes darting madly from side to side.
Hey, we're good guys. I promise. We're not gonna hurt you or take you
He's
anywhere
like,
or
okay. He's
cut
like,
you a
BCP.
bed or. Uh, Let-
Just scream out his gold. You go get my gold.
But go on, Candy.
we just need some help. You look like the kind of person who would, be able to give us the assistance that we need.
So, in a very, very short span of time, a lot happens. First off, he starts just sputtering at you, which is to say he speaks with ambient consumption, yelling about how he's late and how they'll be angry, and how these delays are so annoying and stupid and dumb. All this procrastination. It's not good. It's not good for the soul. And as he sputters this at you and lathers you in more spit than a water element, so with the hiccups. Thanks, body, for having gaseous problems at all times. I'm talking, not ingesting air, thank you. He also draws his weapon to try and cut your hand aside.
Hands off, hands up. Hey, I'm not. Yeah, I don't mean any harm. I promise.
But he does like a couple of steps backwards and fumbles in his bag as he aims a sword at you, standing on a thin railing over the crowd.
Listen, if you're worried about being late and bothered, can we help? Like I have some associates that could probably, help do things, and I'm also pretty good at stuff. I mean, I found you up here and you didn't notice me coming.
To be fair, someone who's constantly talking to themselves probably doesn't notice people too often. Because he's still muttering about lateness, about disappointment, about failure of his tasks. From his pouch, he retrieves quite the interesting object. It's a small, vessel that seems it's kind of like a mixture of paper mache and clay. Little thing. He yells at you something about death to the king, and then all hail the eyeless god, and then hucks this container at you.
Oh.
Gonna try and catch it.
Okay. You know what? Give me a deck save then, as you try to catch this frail container designed to explode as he runs off. He also
advanced attack save.
clicks his
Let's
little
see.
heels together, by the way, and suddenly just
Right.
darts. Oh. The container lands in your hands, but before you can properly cover it,
Haste.
you just...
Kenny, haste. Haste with you.
Oh, hey.
You have advantage.
Does
There's
that work like that?
advantage.
Yeah, plus 2 to AC and advantage on dex saves.
It's still not a good one, but
Oh, yeah.
Better.
That's good enough to avoid having this thing explode in your face. You catch it, but it does explode. It's just that your hands are around it. Do you wear gloves?
yeah, they're kind of like fingerless gloves, so I guess they count.
That's good enough. The small container erupts into a cloud of. It's a mixture of pepper, glass powder, sand, which is now just on your hands, which isn't as bad as it would be if it got in your eyes.
Oh.
To put it bluntly, this is one of those powder mixtures you throw at someone who you just want to permanently blind because you don't give a shit.
I need to get me one of these.
I mean, you had one, but it blew up in your hands.
I mean, yeah. One that doesn't explode.
Like when you, I imagine that like these big fart clouds come out the sides of your hands where the cracks are, and when you open your hands, it's just a little pile of like glittering powder left in it.
Wash your hands before you touch the fairy.
Yeah, good call. Can I? Is the guy still here, or is he making a run
as
for
I
it?
as I said, he clicked his little heels and then he ran off at top speed. He. He, he runs off like you would imagine a jester does. He at times does like little jumps for joy, or gives someone in the crowd an evil eye. He seems very easily distracted by his mind, which goes faster than he does.
Well, I kind of like shoot a signal to the guys on the ground to like run forward, and I'm gonna go after him.
Are you chasing?
Well, since you are hasted, your speed is doubled, so I think you can actually keep up with him despite his fancy boots of speed giving him a big boost.
Well, I'm gonna kick off of the metal person and just fly at him.
How fast can you fly?
Same as my walking speed, 30 feet.
As I mentioned, he's going. I mean, I guess he does have to concern himself with the structure of the environment, but he's still faster than most of you would be. Like his speed is doubled to 60, so only good old Canny can actually keep up proper. Don't forget
So,
that him.
so basically, Kenny signals me, pew, and we're just supposed to kind of keep up with that.
Excellent.
I mean, I'll catch up first because I don't have to go through the crowd.
Marvelous. Canny, can you roll me a con save? Because this is a
Okay.
chase, and it's all about keeping that stamina up. Excellent.
I'm running.
So, the people on the ground eventually lose Canny in this network maze of rails and other constructions like fake balconies, angular architecture. It's easy to lose someone and all that. Canny, in the meantime, is, you know, those video games where you do like a parkour race, but it's really just you're following a dude who's rubber banded to stay ahead of you at all times. It's kind of like that. You go
Yeah.
up, down, left, right. It's obnoxious how good this guy is at just keeping ahead of you. It's also becoming clear that he's trying to lose you because he is going in circles and ends up in the same place a few times as he does so, which means that your friends down below eventually see you at like different altitudes crossing similar buildings in the street. Hi, friends.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi guys. Bye
Uh,
guys.
if I could see good old Slap Happy, what in front of us, I would like to put a figment in front of him,
A hum?
of a guard to like throw him off.
Suddenly, magical guard. Let's take a look at how your figmentos work, because I'm pretty sure that it mentions that your basic figments are very much obvious illusions. Figments. Oh, here we go. Oh. Let's see. Illusory. You can make a sound or an image of something that isn't there. You're gonna create illusions directly for you'll blah. Can't make it loud enough to hurt someone. Oh. No, it's the I know there was an illusion thing that would like specifically. It's obviously magical, but it doesn't seem to mention that here.
And since we have an idea that guards are invisible, he just appears back. Yeah. Well, he points at him like, ah.
Like has his weapon up.
Yeah.
You're committing a crime.
So hopefully they'll get him off his high perch onto a low perch.
Can you give me no, I need to roll this actually. But it's more fun if you do it. Can you roll me a spell attack?
Oh, hot. That's the. I don't think they have a basic spell tech button.
No, you don't. Luckily, you can just repurpose your saves for that. Because I think you use int.
Okay.
Yeah, Bell and I are both int casters.
Bleh, 14.
Oi, oi,
Which
oi.
would be my DC, but
Well, yeah, DCs are calculated 8 plus because saves are bad.
Yeah.
Wah, I don't want to deal with saves. What's that, Claire? Yeah, you having a good chuckle? A good chortle? In the fight about it? Put some old fists at you.
Please no, I think you would strike me very hard and I would fall over.
And cry.
Wah, says Claire. Wah. What else would she say? Do 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 do. All right, baby T Bella, you throw out an illusion in front of Droki as he runs over the rafters above. All this running around is not good for your health, especially not when the air is this fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It's like an it's like smoking a whole pack in a day instead of just ambiently sitting around. So people were putting up a light.
like
But
I'm hoping it's close enough to Tanya, but I can't touch that.
you manifest him in front of him, right on the edge of a building. Droki, however, loses his what is footing. Footing. That's the word I'm looking for. He loses his footing as he sees the guard and quickly tries to lose his speed. But when you move like 120 feet per round of like rapidly moving around, yeah, it's very hard to stop on a dime. So when he sees this guard, he has two options, and he goes for the option where he just, instead of diving through the guard, does a dive to the side off the building, directly into the streets below, which will leave him very much on his ass on street level.
Oh.
But not dead.
Is Tanya in a spot to catch him?
Is Tanya in a spot to catch him?
Because if so,
Well-
I'd yell out to
Wait, are
grab him.
Are you hoping for the man to fall off a building onto metal?
Well,
I don't
near metal.
Well, the metal can catch him, like slowly change his force instead of the ground, which would change it instantly.
Yeah. We don't want to like knock him unconscious. He's no good that way. But if any of you guys are down there, just try and catch the guy.
I'm pretty big. I'm not even sure if like I even made it over there in time.
Well, I can only like cast Figment within 60 feet, so I imagine we're close-ish.
Well, yeah. Wait, Seven did say they were close by. I'm
Yeah.
dummy. I could try to catch them with like athletics, maybe. Can I try to catch them?
You have to roll me athletics with advantage because you're in a thick crowd, and most people don't seem to care about your presence. Other than the guards, who constantly have to remind that you do in fact work.
Wait, look at that roll.
The doubler.
So, did I just like roll with both my hands?
This is what happens when you slap your hands out of your hands.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
your
grab-
hands!
I grab them with both my hands. I assume.
Grasp firmly.
Look at that freaking roll. That's hilarious.
What's so funny, Claire? What's so funny?
It's just funny to me. I'm very easily entertained. Oh, what's up, Shark? What? You want a treat?
Also, Canny is no longer hasted, but I mean, it's solved.
Give Sharkbait a treat.
I'm just gonna lie down for a bit.
Give her the goods. She better have the goods, Claire.
Annie, I'm gonna try to get you down to street level so you're not breathing in more death.
All right.
I'm so exhausted.
Your robot friend is holding on to someone who is not unconscious and will definitely try to escape their grip very quickly after being caught.
I mean, good fucking luck.
I mean, all they did is catch them, which to me implies that they did not in any way restrain or try to grapple them.
Claire, grapple.
No, she's giving
jump on
Sharkbait a
and-
treat. She's too distracted by a ferret.
Imagine in the game Sharkbait just appears for a minute. Oh, hey, ferret.
Shark bait token. Well, grapple is my athletics check, right? Yeah.
Oh man, remember the Sharkbait token?
Oh god, I remember Shark Bait before the summoner got just murderized.
Rise of the Rune Lords.
Triple. Claire just rolled a turkey.
Give him the old choke slam.
So did I-
Just
like for a solid second, I forget what we were actually doing because she was probably not paying that close attention. She just wants to catch the dragon egg, and I just like pile drive him. Also, look at those.
yeah,
So
you
funny,
have a
Claire.
turkey.
What's so funny, Claire?
It's like
The
straight
three-foot.
15s.
You having a good laugh there, huh? Come here, baby,
I-
baby.
Yes, yes, I am.
I'll throw you in jail, you know. We're allowed to throw you in jail for that one. All right, you firmly grab on them.
Into an alley.
We just pull him into an alley.
Well, yeah, we want to be outside of a crowd.
Yeah, we pull him into the molestation cave.
What's wrong with a crowd to watch you as you interrogate a person?
I mean, we kind of want to, get in with the Thieves Guild. We don't want to do it in front of guards.
Yeah, for someone who's been flashing their badges to get around the streets over the last few minutes, that's a very strange thing for you to say. But I get what you're going for. I get you. I got a little thinker up here, a little brain box. You make your way to a little. The streets are overflowing. There aren't a lot of alleys where you can really hide. So eventually, just cram yourself into the quietest corner you can manage,
Mhm.
which is 99% just slathered on all sides by boxes. It's great and pretty tight. As you smush up together, Droki has been endlessly a-wiggling, making a big fuss about things. What do you do?
Well,
Hold him firmly in grasp.
hey, so we need your help in finding something. But we're not mean. We don't want to hurt you. So we could also help you if you need it. Just throwing that out there. Uh, did we need his help with the egg or with the other thing? I turned to look at, the other three.
I mean, the egg was the plan. These guys apparently know where where
Yes.
it currently is.
Yes.
But also, we
We
like the cut of your jib and your whole group deal thing.
Oh yeah, we heard you free slaves. That is nice. We appreciate that. Egg.
Egg?
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 I'm confused. What's all this about egg?
We were told of a guy who works with the Grey Ghosts who are aware of an egg
Oh no, I did say
that
that
we.
in character. I'm sticking to the paraphrasing. The Droki, as mentioned, is bind the proper term? No. The point is that right now my brain is like not working. I slept bad. No one is helping me with that. But good old little Droki, as he's sitting here wiggling, is mostly saying what he said before. He just seems to be jabbering and chattering on, as if in a mad daze.
Hey, is your brain working?
I don't think his
But
brain is working.
I mean, he seemed to be
Very-
carrying out his task with proficiency. No one seemed to complain that he was giving them things.
I look at very fix him up.
What?
Do the thing.
She stares at you blankly.
The fuck are you talking about, Claire?
Which
What?
one of you had like cleanse his mind?
None.
I don't think that's the thing any of us have.
No,
I might have confused myself.
I can make a wet friend appear, but that's about it.
If only you knew a Darrow who wanted to help you out.
Yeah,
Oh
don't we
well.
have like a whole group of people with the whole the crowd of associates?
I mean, we probably should look into the crowd of associates.
And I'm pretty sure one of them is like wasn't the hell was his name? Dippy Doop? The Dip
It is really hard to remember all their names.
Bip Bop? Something like that.
Oh wait,
Hmm.
I just like. What would we need to fix this? Could I use restore?
Oh. What's Restore say that it can do?
Okay. Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
I don't know if that would help against someone in his current Restore.
Yeah, I mean I think his physical faculties are all fine.
Yeah, his problem is not like a minor thing. He definitely has like some incorrect things rattling up there in his brain scalp.
Well, then yeah, we should probably take it for someone good at this.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
don't do healing. It's not my thing.
Fortunately, we're new here. We don't know many people who are good at that.
We know our people.
All right, we'll just take it to the end.
Pick him up. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Just
Put him in
go
a bag or
shopping here, I
something.
guess.
I'll take it.
So you go back to the inn then? Was that it?
Yeah, they seem to be the only people we know that are, chill. We don't want to risk taking them to some random doctor who might be,
Not chill.
yeah.
You head on over to the inn where all your good friends are waiting out for the situation to blow over. They're wondering what Couldn't take much longer with all this town stuff. Like, what are we even doing here? But
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. Good.
We
oh no, making the noises with Bella. Noises with Bella.
Yes, me.
Das Bella. Luckily, you have a good friend called Boopido. He can
Boopy
help
do
you.
that.
He can
Poorly
help you.
aged things. Warner Brothers is reportedly working on a new standalone Joker film centered on Jared Leto's version of the Joker.
Ew.
2018. Poorly aged. Did not happen.
Good.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh wow! Apparently Jared Leto wanted to have Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie canceled.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because actors probably don't like their characters being played by other people immediately after them.
Yeah, but one of them did it well.
Yeah.
But continue what you were doing, Safi.
But he has the thing written on his grill, and he has like cool societal terms of politics written
Vanished.
on him. Yeah, he's about the
Hey, Clara
politics.
sent you a thing.
Why would you not
politics.
want a character who is written with the words of the thing he means? Telling, don't showing. Amazing writing. Your good friend Bupido can help you out with this problem that you're having with the Darrow, and that he mostly points
I
out that
wasn't.
this is just a problem that you have with Darrow. Most of them are just kind of went nuts after a few hundred years of slavery and inbreeding.
Oh, so this is just a normal thing.
Oh yeah, the the Duergar use them for all kinds of slave labor, and in return, they get to live in the slummy ghettos at the bottom of a Greg. That's how this society works. It's good.
Is it?
Yeah. Some, like a handful of them, they get to be fancy ruler people who have important positions. It all balances out. These people have solved racism. Or so Bupido seems to present it with this little diatribe on how this is the natural order of things. The people down there, they fight for food, they claw each other like animals. The Duergar down there barely ever intervene. It's considered a punishment to go on patrol down there. But it balances out. Balances out. The point is that he takes Strokey to a private room, assuring you that he can get this communication to work out just fine if you give him some time. And it seems that he does, because no less than 10 minutes later he'll be done.
Gasp.
Wow. That was quick.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know what you wanted him to ask.
I mean, you know, probably tell him about like the egg and like the Grey Ghost know about the egg.
Yeah, we're looking to get in contact with the Grey Ghosts about a egg situation.
Bupido
Yeah.
would politely warn you that if you start to join criminal gangs, that badge of yours might not protect you for long, and then you might end up in those same pits that the Darrow are in, which he recommends. It's a good vacation.
Yeah, we'll
A few
cross or
years of
go
being a
under
dreg
that
of
bridge.
society is good for moral fiber.
See, the badges are going to help us.
You know, they were mostly just to get us to the docks. Anything, if we, like, start working with a criminal gang, then we have the protection of a criminal gang. It's
Delightful.
basically the same thing.
You know what? You have a point. A perfectly fair, 100% gonna work out point.
And we also have the don't look at us badges for like the cops. Be like, hey, we got things to do, important things.
Those will certainly hold up forever. This society is fine. There's no corruption in Grockelstruck.
Yeah, absolutely not.
He'll go and take care of the questions. Well, in the meantime, everyone else around you is just kind of hanging. Shusha, of course, will try to give you the good old reinforcements that what you are doing is going great.
I think so too.
Although your dwarven friend is significantly pissed off at the fact that this whole place is basically a bastardization of everything that she stands for.
Yeah, this whole place sucks. I agree.
We'd like to get out, but
We are trying to leave.
we have work.
Oh, well. Well, a little bit later, your friend comes back out again, go Bupido. He also seems to have let Droki out, but he tells you that it's not important. He found out where the Grey Ghosts are at, and you won't like it.
Oh,
Is it like an amount of not liking it as much as everything else we've encountered in this city?
He politely informs you that they are located within the Whirlstone Caverns, which happens to be where he wants to go, so that works out great. The problem is that the Whirlstone Caverns are a place so suffused with Fezres that, what's it called? It causes the stone to, like, actively warp in front of your very eyes, unlike in most places where it's a bit more subtle than that.
Great. So we have to make our way through an ever-shifting stone maze.
Yes.
while nursing
And you might
a
even find a
fairy.
dragon egg there if you're a little lucky.
Yeah, and hopefully, Aisling doesn't just completely evaporate.
I don't want to evaporate. That sounds unpleasant.
Well, maybe we can get her something that'll protect her a little bit from the Pharaohs.
Like a
And there has to be
helmet.
something else here that get like there has to be other things that get affected badly by that stuff. So I mean, clearly there's some thing, maybe, right?
A tinfoil hat or something.
Tinfoil
wings and
hat.
Aisling.
That wouldn't protect you from nothing and nobody. Not even yourself. Oh well. Well, Bupido's excited to go down into the delightful crag filled with all the poor and innocent people who have gone utterly mad or born mad. He doesn't want to elaborate on that part, how much nature versus nurture it is, but he does recommend that you bring something to avoid detection. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. After all, the people who live in that crag are practically feral beasts. They'll jump you at the slightest opportunity and take everything you own and your life.
I mean, I've got no problem avoiding detection, but I think we might need something for our big metal friend.
Yeah. Just make a little disguise, make him look like a, a not suspicious metal person.
Tanya just sort of stares. At least you think she's staring.
It's kind of hard when you don't blink.
I imagine like their eyelids can close, but no.
Don't have eyelids.
Oh, okay. It's good to know.
Zoinks.
Yeah, we'll spend time making Tanya look, inconspicuous, and spend time making Aisling look inconspicuous too, because they kind of stand out.
What?
What, are you gonna make her look like another goblin? I mean, that's probably the best you can do.
Delightful. Well, Bupido's gonna head on out. He'll catch you by the entrance.
Okay, gotcha, boss.
So, that's what he seems to be doing. What do you do? I don't control you. I don't decide what you do.
Well, I mean, obviously we're going down to the, whirlwind caves.
Yeah, once we're sufficiently disguised, quote unquote.
I'm just wondering how we're
Probably.
gonna get the heck out and into a never-shifting cave, because that seems kind of bad.
Yeah.
It does sound like a very dangerous place, doesn't it? What's up to you? Marvelous. You make your preparations, including what do you disguise as? Just so I'm fresh on what you're going with here.
You like get a little green mask on Aisling, make her look like a goblin with
Why
a
do you
mask.
think that's going to work?
I don't know.
I have wings.
And you don't walk ever.
So, while that is a
Oh,
cute
yeah, that's-
idea, for context, the doors that you need to go through to go in there are like at the bottom. You can't see in the dark, and there's no lights down there.
Oh yeah, lanterns. We need lanterns.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we're
bought
gonna get
that-
some ever-burning torches.
I bought
Also,
that
when
glowy
you
board
walked
thing
over it,
for
you could
us.
tell that these guys are like climbing all over the walls. They seem to have no regard for comfort, whatever it takes to not be on the walls all the time.
Yeah, we put that glowy magic super ball I talked to Safi about before, which essentially is an ever-burning torch,
Yes.
except it doesn't need to be in your hand.
What do you do with it? Use it for light? You're gonna. Excellent. This can
I
only
mean,
work out in your favor.
That's definitely going to draw attention to us, but how
Going-
else are we going to see?
Going down into a dark chasm full of madmen with a light source. I like the cut of your jib at least. It's very daring.
I'm going to proceed to not touch the ground.
Yeah, I was waiting for that person. Like, we disguised her. Just like, all right, now you have to convince her to walk on the ground.
Wait, I have a question. What's inside a Warforged?
Metal?
I don't know. What's the side of you?
Like, well, I'm not metal.
I imagine.
Like, is she hollow?
No, I'd assume, like, depending on the setting, either, like, some magic crystals attached to, like, machines.
Why
or,
does
like,
this matter?
gears and stuff.
I was gonna hide inside.
No.
Okay.
For one, that is obscenely dangerous, and you're going to get crushed. And this is not a
By the
fetish
way,
comic. You're not going to come out the other end alive.
I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm also gonna point out. Most of the time, Warforged are made of like magical wood and metal, so they're basically like carved out from wood and metal plated and stuff like that. So there's not really a hollow inside. You know, they're just metal people.
Delightful.
Okay, so how are we gonna sneak in, guys? She says, floating above the ground.
Get a black cloak. Your greenness is gonna hide better under a black cloak, and that's about all we can do for you.
Plus, the light source that we're taking in probably isn't gonna is gonna draw more attention to us than anything.
But
But
I can make it look horrifying, so like people avoid it.
What?
Like while we're out here playing, I'm just gonna cast a figment over the orb, and it's gonna look like a face with like eyes in odd places and a mouth in an odd place, and just like you know mangled and just
Zoinks.
looking all.
Thought we were sneaking in or trying to sneak in.
Apparently, we're making a lot of noise now.
No, I'm not making noise. I'm making images.
She's making thoughts and feels.
Yeah,
I mean, the fairy can cast fog probably, and we can.
I can cast fog.
which would also help with the whole figment thing, because no one's gonna approach the spooky glowing face.
I get what you're doing, like the thing, like the
I
thing.
think
we
you're
did that one-
overdoing it, though.
Yeah, but no. Here's the thing. Remember how we got told these dudes are basically kind of crazy?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna freak out just because we like they saw a scary thing?
I mean, yeah, if they're like
Oh wait, I know
feral
how I
and
can
out
get
of
in.
minds, then
You could fill the trench with mustard gas.
I have this.
no.
What do you have?
Oh,
I'll
That's
just
like-
go invisible.
let it work for one of us.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Just the one of us.
Yeah, I'm the one that's the difficult one.
I mean, also Tanya, but yes.
So yeah, I'll go invisible and get in. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, and then we go.
Yeah, we go.
The hell.
I
All right. So, as you approach the large bridges that cross the what's the name of this cleft again? It's got a big fancy name. Lodiger's Furrow. A giant cleft in the ground, hundreds of feet across. Very, very deep. You come to a sudden realization that the only way down are a series of elevators operated by the Duergar. Otherwise, there seem to be no stairs, ledges, or slopes going downwards. And as mentioned, once you're down there, it's pitch black, and not because of smog. It's just there's no light down there. Up here are furnaces and forges that create an ambient sort of light, but down there, nothing. Nothing. And the Duergar don't need it, and the Darrow don't need it. So who cares? They don't care.
wow.
Just flashback, be like, oi, on fish kingly business.
He looks you over a few times. Oh, what's that business, eh?
Our business is for the king. If you want to delay us, that's on you.
But sure
I don't-
ain't the budget, King. Looks to me like we're gonna sell us a couple of traders here.
Traitors,
And you suddenly hear like a bunch of swords just get unsheathed around you.
traitors. We ain't no traitors.
Wielding a badge of a dragon and calling yourself Mon the King is treason enough to me. Ain't that
Yeah.
right, lads?
Well,
Did you-
the
The
guy
dragon.
early, he said death to the king.
Oh, I thought the Duragar were the the people who worked for the king.
No,
Like,
they were screwed by the king.
The
They
du-
Uh,
s-
no, the Duergar are the dwarves who work for the king. They're the people who get the
Oh.
good side of town. The Darrow are down there in the hole.
yeah,
Yeah, the
and
Darrow.
I figure since the dragon worked for the king,
I mean, the
Tried
dragon
it.
hated the king.
yeah,
Unfortunately for you, the society is very heavily predicated on the exact specifics on who you work for and why. So this slight discrepancy in your statement is enough for them to say, you know what, we don't like you, sir. We have an excuse. Because in case you forgot, the people here are assholes.
God, this whole city sucks.
And yet you don't support the dragon who wants to cause some social reform.
I did.
And
I
yet
just
you
don't wanna-
didn't leave the city when you had just leave. Like you're basically sticking around and complaining about it, despite having the full authority to hit the fucking road already.
Wait, I supported the dragon.
and I'm not against the regicide.
And yet here you are doing the baby quest for getting out of town without getting eaten by a dragon. Amazing, amazing. Let me just check out this good old-fashioned Duergar situation because you're currently starting a fight in the middle of the street.
Wait, no, didn't it? One of the the Duragar gave us the badge because they
Yes,
needed.
you got the badge for working for the dragon.
I thought that was like a general you know guard city badge.
Oh, there's the one fucking. Oh, god damn it. Why is Stroke like this? This map is a hell of a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's like 1,600 feet, so this thing is like 400 feet. Jesus Christ. Those houses are 100 feet across. Gosh, can you guys fight off an army of Duergar? Let's find out as I find myself a map. You know, 5e, if you're going to have a location where players are very likely to get into a fight, offering just a generic shitty map would just go miles. It goes miles. It doesn't always have to be big set pieces. Just put in a little crappy map. So the GM can draw a little crappy map on the ground that's like, oh, that's a pretty neat little crappy map. Let's see. I've got caves, but nothing else. Do Duergar have the power to see the invisible? No, but they can see in the dark very far.
The last like, oh, the first the Duergar have true sight.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let me just look up a map for this.
They have special eyes.
We all have Sharingan.
Actually, no, they pull out scrolls to detect Fae.
Why are you like this, Claire? Why do I have to put up with you every single day of the week?
Wanted poster on the wall of like Icewind.
Soon, baby Claire. Soon.
I wonder who that's for.
Wait, but Gorham worked for the king. He did.
Yeah.
He wanted.
No, Gorham work. Yeah, Gorham sort of technically works for the king, but his authority is that of the
Yeah,
the wormsmith. That's his title. As I mentioned, and as you would know if you had like rubbed some elbows around here. Again, very specific on the specifics on who you work for. Which, interestingly enough, something Ironclaw also does. Who you work for is more important than what you are. Racism is solved because the world is paranoid. It's great. Gosh, I cannot find a good just street map. Where did my street maps go? Thanks, me. You did a great job. Ugh, whatever. I'll do the old classic. I'm gonna draw some things on the ground. I wish that the wall tool had a button that's just make. Oh no, I want to pin. Thank you. That's just what's it called? Make a block, make a square. Makes so much sense to have a button like that.
Yeah.
This ought to do. This ought to do. Ashley, Kenny, and Tanya. And also here are a Duergar, a Duergar, a Duergar, a Duergar, a Duergar, a Duergar, a Duergar,
Guys, that's a lot to
a
regard.
Duergar, a Duergar. That doesn't work because his token doesn't work. Great, now we gotta wait for this fucking thing to fail to load something. Oh, why did you design this crap to work like this? NPCs, AP, Ota, Duergar Spy.
Tanya's not even sure what happened. For, for a split second, Aisling sees a panel fall open
Oh.
on the Warforged and sees a ferret operating the controls.
Ah,
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
I cannot finish loading until it's decided that it does not in fact have the power to load this token. Thanks! I hate this. This is such a bad default feature. You can't switch seats till the resources have loaded for your current view. Thank you. I just need you to realize you can't load the token. Thank you. Oh my god. And now what? See, this is what happens when 5e tools goes down. Because for some reason, instead of importing the individual token images for my benefit, it just for. Oh, I'm popping in. Something is popping in. I can't switch views until this finish loading.
I massage the Safi.
I see B.
I'm literally just waiting for this thing to decide.
I see
that,
my token.
oh my god, it's finally decided that it cannot make this token. Ah, there we go. And there we go. And most of them will start off invisible. Marvelous. Let me just add a couple more for context. This place is swarming with the guys. The small crowd around you is quickly dispersed.
Whoa, level up.
Oh.
Kenny!
A lot
It
of
took this
rolling.
guy 0 seconds to go from anything that remotely resembles chill to cool. I get to kill someone today.
Also, is there a map at all? Because it's black for me.
That's because you have no light sources. Who has a light source?
I can't. Like Yanni did.
Then Canny will now brightly light up.
Yeah, I think we have the glowy orb.
Probably be like over in the middle. Invisible.
I don't suppose we can try and diffuse the situation to try to explain that there's been a horrible kind of mix-up.
Do you think you got the cunning and skill to do that?
These guys definitely seem like they just want to beat the hell out of us.
I mean, you would
So
make
I don't know if
fantastic
we could-
slaves.
Yeah,
Again.
again with the slaves.
Every dang day.
I mean, Ironclaw does that a lot too, surprisingly. It comes up a lot in, like, anyone who... They obviously just want to make a guy you beat the fuck up. Which I think is the best way to do that. Is not to make it a setting element where it's like, and now the rules for... gosh, I remember the thing... Was Belmore posted that? Where it's like, you can tell, depending on how many times they mentioned the slaves.
Oh yeah, the like expansion book or whatever that just said slaves in every sentence. Every bit of flavor was about how these people used to be slaves, or this country was built by slaves.
The spoils of war are slaves. People don't want gold, they want slaves. Your reputation is measured by your amount of slaves. And you always gotta say it like that, because that makes it funny.
Really dumb.
Canny,
Yeah, this seems like a situation that we just have to resolve with violence.
I mean, there is an elevator nearby, and technically, you could just drop yourself straight to the bottom. That is technically the least violent option. It also involves you falling hundreds of feet down.
Oh, I would really rather not just fall to my death. But, I'm just gonna, I don't know, get started. Just jump in and go, guys, we need to get on that lift. And then, I don't know, just
mysterious
kind of.
invisible fairy slides right in there.
How does non-lethal stuff work in 5e?
5e is free. When you hit someone with your last hit, if it's a melee hit, you can say, "No, he's not dead," and he's not dead.
Okay.
We're just screaming, misunderstanding really loudly and running to the elevator.
Misunderstanding. Bash him over the head.
His armor class is 12,
Whack.
Oh, okay.
so bonk. Yeah. Tanya, you've been told that it's time to run. However, throwing people off a ledge will probably kill them.
Something to keep in mind.
It is thematically appropriate for me to constantly mention extremely violent ways you can solve problems, because you are technically in a world that is slowly becoming consumed by the chaotic presence of creatures that are made of the mind. Tanya, what do? You're next to this man. You are adjacent. What does this mean?
Well, I'm making my way to the elevator, which is this thing, right?
Yeah, but what are you gonna do in action this turn, or just stand there?
What, that's weird. What, it didn't did the clicky. I'm going to strike him
With a karate chop.
Judo chop.
Miss. You have 2 attacks, don't forget that. I have to remind you every day. That's a hit. As a bonus action, you can attempt to grab him too.
Yep, I'm gonna go grab him.
You got him all tangled up. What do you want to use your chokehold slam?
No, I'm just gonna hold him at the moment. Actually, wait. Oh, and I'm gonna boast to give everyone use an example to give everyone advantage.
Nice.
I wonder if I should use my reaction to learn how to grapple.
So a fun feature that all Duergar get is they can become extremely large. Oh, excuse me.
What?
Yeah.
Also,
So all Duergar cannot just become invisible; they can also become large for free.
Oh.
Duergar suck.
Okay, we need to go on that list. I'm gonna toss that after it's my turn. I'm gonna toss that dude and just run to the left.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the way that they're in large works is not how it works for player characters, which is like 5e. Thank you. Thank you for having inconsistent rulings, because it's like, no, but then the players will get too many dice. And that's illegal. Our carefully curated balance, which is why CR creatures are perfectly up to snuff.
Exactly why CR is perfect.
Shadows aren't overpowered. We didn't make strength a dumb stat. Ashling, there are 2 Duergar who are angry at you and are drawing their blades and waving them at you.
No, they aren't. I'm invisible.
Well, they're waving it in your general direction since you are close to your friends.
Yep, I'm gonna fly over. I'm gonna be like whispering to the grappling Tanya's ear. Hey, you need backup? Because I'm still invisible.
Why did you turn invisible before you went down there?
Because it lasts an hour.
Fair enough.
And I'm not getting engaged yet because I'm gonna wait until there's more benefit to me being visible because I like being invisible.
I mean, you can maybe. I mean, wait. With teleporting people and invisibility.
Yes, any spell would do it, and Teleporn's a spell.
Okay.
So yeah, not much I can do right now. So I'm gonna stay here and watch your back.
And more Duergar grow to tremendous size.
Why?
Because that's just what they do, baby. That's just what they do.
I wish it was a spell, but it's not. I know.
There is a spell called Enlarge. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I know. I just wish I could.
Abigail, it's your turn. What do you do?
Uh, non-lethal.
I mean, non-lethal, but he's still standing. Maybe stop being so light on your touches there. Don't forget to give advantage on that first one. So, he does go unconscious.
Non-lethal. He... How much
No,
damage did I
just because
do?
you're yelling that it's non-lethal.
It was like 30.
Do you check?
Don't forget to check your papers.
and I'll, I'll just give myself the whole illusion imbue sequence. Or is it illusion, right? Imbue sequence.
Danny, judging by how many sounds of people, whatever sound people make when they become larger and their equipment grows with them, should actually be a mostly silent process. But you can tell that
It's a
lots of boots are coming your way.
It's just the Mario mushroom noise.
I was literally about to post that.
Yeah.
There you go. I just got it for you guys.
Thank you.
We're just hearing that in the background.
Yeah, just that echoing a million times.
Finn's going with them.
Guys, I think we need to get on that lift.
I
So yeah, I'm just gonna like run and jump onto it.
Whee!
Hang on.
Tanya, you're holding onto a body of an unconscious man.
right. I will chuck the unconscious man at that guy.
Ah, yes, you have a special thing that makes that very effective.
Yes, I do.
Beat him in the face and knock him out.
I think I used the hand axe for that. Yeah, I used rock toss, so I'm gonna.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Sure.
you did a lot with that too.
Bonk. All right, Tanya, it's one attack. You got one left. You can always move in and give him another bonking.
No, I'm going to the lift.
Jump.
Yoink. Look. I assume I made my point. I'm going to the lift.
Disadvantage.
Why? What did you do?
Illusory sequence.
Imbue sequence with illusion. I can give one attack, make us disadvantage.
You take 7 damage because it is large.
Okay.
It does both.
Oh my god.
Thank god he
Oh wait,
went
no,
out
that's
on
healing.
damage.
I did not need to do the healing. I did damage. Okay, I'll take the 6 and an 8 too. That's fine. This is
As
fine.
as bloods get spilled, their conversation goes from the relatively polite, tick the prisoners and all that kind of stuff, to the far more visceral, grab the hand, cut the fingers, pull the nails, death,
No,
death.
you really pissed these guys off. You need to get the f out of here.
Yeah, I don't like these fellas.
Aisling,
Nope, it's Bell. Wait, it's my turn?
yes.
Oh, the turn counter didn't appear for me.
Oh, excuse me. Here you go.
There we go. I'm gonna fly over here and be like, "Yo!" No, I'm gonna yell "Go" and then fly over here. That's
Handsome.
a smart plan.
Very handsome.
Okay, I'm done. You can spell us. Oh,
Alright. Thank
The
god.
first one gets advantage
my
because they're invisible. I forgot
God.
that part. As you fall on the ground, your friends see hands grabbing at you, and they all become distracted like a pack of hyenas as they really, really try to pull you apart limb from limb.
can I fly in there and teleport with Bella onto the lift?
Your turn has come and gone, good sir. If you wanted to hold on to your turn, you should have held on to it.
I didn't think that was an option in 5e.
It isn't. That makes combat too complicated. So a whole bunch of people just start grabbing hands and feet, and they tear your clothes off with the intention of biting off fingers and all that.
Why?
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
All right, so we gotta get off the lift, everyone.
I'll get her.
I'm a reroll a character.
Who the f is this?
Tanya, you're getting shot at.
Why is he shooting? Tink. Oh, that hits me, but what the f
He's
ever,
yelling
man.
something about more meat, more blood.
Hey, I'm starting to think it wasn't Bella's fault this time.
Tanya, why'd you just roll?
It's not me rolling. When I'm reducing my health, for some reason it'll just roll and attack for no reason.
This
That-
guy
What's that death
has a
save?
problem. So fun thing, while Duergar can become invisible, they can't see invisibility. So a thing that I think a lot of people forget is that the thing Duergar will do more than anything is bump into each other. A lot. So this guy starts swinging at his friend. You imagine it has to be his friend because he bumps into someone.
That man's name is Randy Duergar.
He's having a great day. So yes,
Randy.
slowly but surely, this whole thing devolves into a proper brawl.
Oh, whooping each other's asses.
Oh god, this guy loses all of his hit points. That's just great. You watch one of the Duergar become briefly visible before he tumbles over the edge.
Okay, I'm now starting to understand that maybe the situation Bella might have caused wasn't just really her.
Yeah, I think this was a powder keg waiting to happen.
I'm starting to think that these people are effing insane.
No, the Darrow are insane. What the hell are you talking about, Canny?
What do you call this stuff?
Alright, Tanya, I've got a plan of how we can save Abigail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a net at her. And just kind of scoop the body up in the net and then reel it in. And I'm gonna need your muscles to help reel it in.
Yeah, because
Your
Canny is
metal
not
muscles.
reeling in anyone with 8 strength.
Oh, okay. Can I?
Yeah.
So since they're saying that while they're doing the plan, can I assist in this?
Your turn is up.
Yeah, your turn was next.
Athletics.
Is it athletics or
just-
strength?
Yes, it's athletics. It's the only thing that makes sense, Claire.
Sorry,
And a good
okay,
roll.
I reel her in.
Whoosh.
Clonk,
Your
clonk,
little
clonk.
your little elevator cart jiggles a bit.
You hear this like little wet thud.
Now we gotta go down.
How
There's
naked
like
is
bite
she?
marks on Abigail's fingers.
Ugh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe we should watch Tap Old Trouble after this to perk up a bit.
Father cat is hungry.
This guy moves a bit,
You I do count.
bumps into a Duergar as he tries to get to the elevator mechanism. Now, the mechanism is made out of, what's it called? Metal. So, they're not going to be cutting any ropes on you. But, yeah. They do see you run away. Oh, and some of them start, like, hacking at the chain.
I'm gonna be using this gift a lot for Gabrielle, aren't I?
Aisling,
Yeah. Start the thingy. Let's get the F out of here.
Okay, so what do I need to do to start the mechanism?
how good are you with mechanisms?
Oh.
I am the anti-technology.
You haven't the faintest clue how this thing works, then. There's
Oh my
lots of
God,
the steel chain has like a little rope next to it, but that might just be a guide wire.
Just start pulling some levers and see what happens.
Wait.
Well, the chain does have this big set of clamps attached to it, which are obviously holding this platform stable and on its place.
Oh no. We have to do advanced like mechanics with like a toddler.
Just like the math starts going through her head. Advanced mathematics time.
Also, should I have been doing death saves on my turn?
Probably.
Alright, well,
Oh, one.
I'll do one for my last turn. Alright, that's a decent one.
I don't know what the number is you're supposed to roll in these.
It says it's success, so
Yeah, I think
Cool.
it's like 10 or higher is a success. and
So
below that
as math happens, your little wagon is already a bit lopsided since you're all on one side, but now it just starts swaying side to side as this big guy jumps on
Oh, Jesus.
and tries to grab Canny. Canny, however, is a bit more nimble than that. He is frothing at the mouth at this point.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Okay,
What-
so for my turn, I was trying to figure out which spell would be good here.
make them like stop or go away or turn off the psycho horror mode. You'll have advantage, by the way, until my turn, next turn. Oh wait, no, I had that turn.
Robot,
dummy.
get shot at.
Missed.
Wait, I forgot his advantage because it was invisible at the beginning. Oops.
Oh, okay, I take 4. I am at 40.
Oh wait,
Yes.
I'm gonna cast fog right here.
Well, excellent. Tanya, someone hucks their entire hand crossbow at you.
Okay, that does not hit, thankfully. Yeah, so once again, these are the not crazy ones, everyone. I want you to remember that part.
And then he makes a daring jump.
Oh my!
Which he can't see through.
Well, he
He
knows the
can't see the
platform.
platform.
Listen, he knows the platform is there. If I blindfold you, you still know the approximate distance between you and objects. Especially if
Yeah,
you
I'll
maintain your
still
peripheral
lose.
vision and can sense your distance, which is
It'd
like
be
the big thing.
funny if
Let's
he-
see how he does this. You hear a. He sickeningly cracks his skull open on the sharp bottom edge of the platform. Your platform sways a bit, and then a little bit later you'll hear like a thud.
What the? Tanya's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Abigail's slung over a guy's shoulder, who eyes her calf like tasty food.
Wait, he picked her up from the net? No, we're not. That's ours.
He doesn't seem to care that she's in a net. Like, he's probably gonna jump and then fall as he, the net snags.
Well, I'm still holding on the rope.
Well, can you roll me your death save, Abigail?
Oh, okay. It didn't say it was my turn yet, but all right. Oh,
Oh,
nope.
no.
That's one fail.
Wait, I thought with success you stopped dying.
No.
No, nat 20 will be a stop dying.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you need 3. And
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
game is like,
Three
okay,
is
it's
three
been
fails.
enough.
It's 3 of either.
It's a full platform, but this guy's got gumption.
Oh,
That is what you hear, yes.
oh
Practice.
my
good.
god!
okay, am I gonna kill like half these guys with the fog cloud and that means stupid?
It looks like it.
Wait, I just realized something. If they're big and they're dying at the bottom of the pit, it's softening the pit.
This whole
You
thing
say
is...
we just jump onto a pile of corpses?
Can these guys like miss even one attack? Jesus Christ!
They did.
Oh, that's not.
Well,
that's on someone
they're attacking a friendly at this point.
Yeah, remember they're trying to kill each other.
What's that? We're like in that scene from Cabin in the Woods with the elevators.
You hear them
Don't worry,
screaming
only
about getting in the way. You also hear screaming about, like, crimes being committed and people being arrested.
don't worry, only one of them is violent.
It's a delight. It's a delightful mess, really.
And Abigail sure is missing this horror show she caused. Supposedly.
Murder! Murder! He says as he buries his war pick so deep that there is no skull left.
Blood for the blood god.
Okay, so like half of them are killing each other, half of them are jumping off a pit.
Canny, there's a
Candy
man
operates
standing in
at
front of you.
control. Oh yeah, that too.
I don't suppose I can try and operate the lift? Or is that, like, on the shore?
The mechanism up above is... So, since you probably know a little bit more, being a little thiefy lady, if you have thieves' tools, you would know this, but I remember you're a pirate, you don't. So I can't tell you the details on how this thing works. However, the way it looks like it does work, there is a lever on the platform over there that connects to a wire that's connected to the brake. Like, the little guide wire ends where the braking mechanism is. There is a lever on this platform that seems to connect to it as well. The lever in question has 3 settings. It's currently on the top section.
Well, I'm gonna grab the lever and push it to the bottom section.
Excellent. You release the entire elevator in freefall. Where is the proper term?
Hang on!
I'm just like looking down, like where'd everyone go? Just like I'm looking at the fog cloud for a minute. I look to my right, guys. I think I can. Guys,
So, a few seconds later, you do indeed land on top of some dudes who, because of their voluminous size, as well as the fact that down there is... We'll not talk about this. We're not talking about this. It's gross. Let's put it like that.
It's very gross. It's
You're in a
squishy.
sewers. That's all you need to know. Point is, you get this wet squish, which might be a corpse exploding, or it might be something else. But you land on the ground with a wet squish, and you come off mostly unarmed. As you stay down here for a while, I would like to point out that more bodies will rain from above and die on impact, or just weapons start falling down. It's
As
Oh my
dangerous to
god,
be
some
here.
of them, they might not know that the platform's gone.
Ash- Aisling does indeed watch like some of them do that, yes.
Yeah, I'm just
And-
like, sitting
Oh.
there, maintaining the spell, just like, what's
Also-
going on?
Blood.
Oh my god! I just imagine like the fairy just smiling and like holding her hands up in the air like it's raining because it's raining blood.
No, it's more like
wet-
this. Why?
But why? Aisling, you also notice that this crowd of fighting people only grows. Like more and more Duergar start pounding in like it's a civil war and they all need to mobilize.
Like,
they're
are they
unsure
even
who's-
after us anymore?
I don't know who they're after or what their plan is, but I think the initial group who even knows you were here is now all dead.
I think we just destabilized the government, guys.
Yeah, I get to fly down. I get to leave the cloud so they don't even see me leave.
So
Because it's a pretty good cloud.
I'm going to explain to you why you get off fine and the guys you're with do not. So you have a robot who I imagine is resistant to falling or at least structural damage if there's a little bit of cushioning because you're made of metal and wood and all that kind of stuff. You know, you're sturdy stuff. You can survive a dampened fall. Canny and Abigail are lightweights. They have little mass to decelerate. The force is not so extreme. Those guys are big and in armor, and they aren't exactly bracing. So when they hit the ground, even with the cushioning, like raw inertia scrambles their insides. Having a bigger brain is not good for falling. Point is,
Well,
you're a bit bruised and all that, but you're not probably brain dead.
another daring escape for
And then I
Kenny
fly
the
down.
Cannonball.
Like a little bullet, fly down next to Bella, and like, bam, healing.
Can Abigail
an
actually roll me
Aisling walk.
another death save? Because I think before Aisling manages to get down there, you do have to roll me one more.
But okay, I
Excellent.
have 2 successes.
Well, in that case, you're probably fine by the time Aisling comes in and baps you.
Yeah.
So
Because I can
So-
cast healing.
you may have been the match that started possibly a civil war. but
No, I have to
Abigail-
explain this. Remember,
Yeah,
I was the one watching this.
you sure were.
At some point, one of those large carrying spiders gets pulled in and starts crushing people.
Holy
Large, what are they? Beetles? These big insect things start getting involved.
Okay, we're good.
It just grows endlessly.
I realized something. Abigail's entire life right now is just like personal trauma.
J
She
Bella,
may-
13 for you.
She stared at the Demigorgon and then may have inadvertently helped start a civil war blood.
No, so I'm going to explain this to you guys now. It's like, okay, guys. Slap, another body next to us. There's like big number of people up there, like a lot of people, like bam, all fighting. I think everyone who knows we're here is like over there and
And-
there.
A short
And over
sword
there?
falls from the sky. It embeds itself on the Zerkwood platform of the elevator.
And I think we should like, she points to the other end of the little area we're in, step over there.
Yeah, so we don't get crushed.
Now,
Good plan.
good news. Because a bunch of Duergar have fallen from the skies and it's raining metal of all kinds, like bolts and crossbows, and it seems that the Darrow in the area have cleared out. You know, they don't want to be caught in a hailstorm.
Guys, that up there where you guys were, we're not going back there for a couple hours.
Yeah, I,
mean,
think we should
anyone-
give it.
Anyone who saw us is dead, so
But they're like all up there.
yeah.
Probably
Like
give
a
it
lot,
minute
a
to
lot.
cool off, regardless. Good thing we have business down here that's going to take a bit.
Also, she puts a hand on Abigail's shoulder. Don't die.
You hear
I like
clapping.
Magic Man.
I put a
Clapping? That gives me superpowers.
No, it's
I put a
Bubido.
little- What?
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah, we're gonna meet you down here.
You... What the F did you all do?
Yeah.
Look, I like to imagine as we're all talking, just once in a while, flap.
You know,
That is what happens, yes.
Subtlety is not our strong suit. I
It's-
say, being a sneaky rogue goblin.
I mean, it's kind of funny when a big short sword embeds itself in the wood and then shrinks because the magic wears off and then it falls over. It's kind of neat. I will now self-destruct. No!
Here's Bella right now.
Oh, I'm dying. Thank you forever.
Also, we put a little tarp on Abigail because her clothes got torn off a bit. A bit of her clothes got ripped off.
Well, that was like the active scene. It's only a little bit. You can get that suit up.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have a naked, traumatized cat girl.
No!
Anyways,
He's-
hi friend. We made more friends.
He noticed. He likes it.
There's like a lot of them, and yeah, it's kind of fucked up. First time she's actually cursed.
Wow.
Who taught you that?
I learned it from
No!
watching you.
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
Okay, I'm still recovering from this. Reason. Here, Bella, here's your.
Language. For gosh's sake.
Someone like protect the cat.
Someone pick up the cat carrier. Handsome. Let's go to the Whirlstone Tunnels.
Yeah.
Let's leave that whole scene behind us and not think about it anymore.
Yeah, I had to watch that longer than you guys.
Luckily, Bupido seems to be able to scare off most of the Darrow while he's with you. It's unclear how he does it. He picks up this thing and just starts making a bunch of noise and yells and words that you can't understand. Even if you did speak Undercommon, nothing he says actually makes sense. Unless you have, like, madness logic in your brain.
I don't think I'm that crazy yet.
Good. Even Ushling is not quite there yet. He eventually
I'm
takes you
not
to a
crazy, I'm
section.
just careless.
You know, I think that Whirlstone Tunnels missed one chance, and that's to make it a golden ratio tunnel. Watsy, why did you miss the perfect opportunity to make a magic area look neat? With Bupido at your side, he will take you through the Whirlstone Tunnels, for the most part. Because he only needs to go a little bit. The place lives up to its name. This place has enough spirals to make Jinji Ito go, man, that's too many spirals.
That's a lot of spirals.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
lot
lot.
of spirals.
Every
I would
rock
not
formation
make
has this twist and spin to it, and every passage you go through seems to whirl and wind around invisible rods and snail houses. It makes for an aesthetically pleasing location if it wasn't for the ambient smell that comes from the Cleft district that you just left. Which was exactly what you imagine it is. It's like one of those beehives built in the cliffside. Lots of holes, very little organization. Lots of people just chittering and chattering in the distance. Man, people love those sad cat eyes. It's like, sleeping with his bubby.
Wah.
He's sleeping with his bubby. Eh. It's from this server. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Como made it because he loves it.
Your emo.
Bupido-
Yamato.
Bupido will directly guide you to a place where he wants to be. You imagine that no one would want to be here, as in want to be here, because of one reason. Where you are is this big room. What the hell? Oh. Game is like, oh, you're gonna meet Bupido. Cool. Or Droki. Here we go. As you venture into the cavern, the smell of rotting meat rises. The floor is carpeted in humanoids, remaining in various stages of decomposition, surrounding a spiral pattern around the cave's center. And then good old Bupido starts to hum, hum, hum. He's happy to be here. He did promise you a prize for your kind services, though. And if he
Who?
didn't, well, then he offers it now.
I killed like 12 people today with
Excellent.
Fog Cloud.
And if you keep that up, you'll get much further in life. That's what he gives you as advice. So he needs to take care of some minor preparations, but when he's done and you come back, he'll give you a gift befitting of his status.
I'm
Oh, man.
terrified.
I love gifts.
Gifts are good. He'll give you some tips on where you need to go. But he'll only tell you this once, so write it down.
I'm writing it down.
Pull out. Okay. Now the problem is even I need to look up where this is because this map is a little bit contorted and where everything is. All right. Here we go. You want to go straight down the passage here, over the river. You'll go through a mushroom forest. Beware the bugs. You want to take a left, and then you reach T section. You want to take a right, and then you reach like a four-way crossing. You want to take a right. You want to ignore the small passage to the right. You just want to go straight forward until you find a door, and then you should be where the dudes are hanging out. As for
Okay,
where
so
the...
everyone else is like actually writing this down. Ashleen is writing this down on Tanya's back with a piece of charcoal.
That's rude, but I get it.
Tanya it seems like she's trying to assess like the entire situation as it happened because she feels like she's out of the loop because everything just kind of went from like a 1 to 50.
On a
Claire.
scale of 5.
Shush. He will give you some other
Right.
instructions, too, on how to find that dragon egg. Because he managed to squeeze that one out for you. Or maybe he's just giving you false advice, and he wants you to go kill yourself. Point is, he'll tell you that once you reach that door, if you just keep going north until you find another door, you'll find the egg eventually. Just go through the door. The other door. Not the first door, the second door. That makes sense, right? Yes.
So go through the door to the other door, or go past the door to the other door.
Go through the first door, get to the second door, and go through that
I
door.
mean, Bupido is starting to pile up some of the decomposed bodies, and he's like, listen, I'm busy. I don't have time for this.
I want to rifle through the pile of bodies.
Also, I just realized that the first guy we dealt with non-lethally, so like in a couple hours he's gonna wake up and like be really confused.
Oh no, I assume they just ate him.
Yeah, he's
probably
probably
just
been
ate
eaten
him.
by now.
The sickening crunch of fingies getting eaten. It's the dichotomy of using the term fingies while describing someone being eaten alive that makes it funny. Comedic genius right here, baby. He'll refer you to the passage to the south as being the place where you should start. Don't drink the water around here. It's warm and if it's warm water, it's full of shit that grows and will kill you.
I can fix that.
Good luck with that. This place has enough ambient Feyres that you effectively always have wild magic happening.
Oh.
You're rolling for double chances, basically.
Oh, so it's a 20% now.
Oh great, I just realized something. She's like getting all excited about the bloodshed and the blood in the air. She's gonna go feral down here.
I am not.
So, Canny was looking through the bodies.
Yes.
Bad news! It turns out that, let me put this in polite terms for you, little baby. All the bodies have already been stripped. Luckily, however, the reason all the bodies are stripped is because he threw all the shit in a corner. Which makes it easy on you.
Oh,
Excellent. Let's take a la look-see. So, in this big old pile, I did like no violence. I made fog. You punched. I did no bloodshed. I
I'm
did
not
not
the
do
one
the
that
thing on the day
feral.
of my daughter's wedding.
I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not.
I did not.
Oh,
In-
hi, Canny.
In this magnificent pile, Kenny, you find 5 gems that you think are worth like 25 gold pieces.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
good for
yeah.
bartering around here. Ooh. Do we want to run on the table of treasure? Because I rolled some.
Or
Cool. Everyone get to
Yeah,
roll me.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone gets to roll me a d100 then.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you get to roll on the table. Oh, that's that's all right. That's all right. That's not bad. That's something useful. Let's put it like that.
That 34
Oh.
is mine.
mine's an
Wow.
Unless you want 3 potions of healing, I'll allow you to re-roll that. So the 2 last people, those get to re-roll. I don't know who you are.
I was
I rolled
first.
the 8.
So reroll
Yeah, that
Bob.
was me.
So
I think-
I'll reroll it now.
I need to look up these items though.
And I will
51.
reroll.
Wait, do I have items now? Oh gosh, I don't know.
Oh goodness gracious.
So, you get 3 potions of superior healing, which are pretty good. Oh, wait. Whoops, that uses it. Well, it doesn't matter. I need to add the details anyway. Here, they're in your sheet. Look at that potion. That's a big gulp. 51 is... You also find... Oh, wait. You also have a 34 to 42. Oh, those are 2
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah,
Cool.
Claire's 32.
Yeah.
A potion of clairvoyance, which gives you the benefits of the clairvoyance spell, which lets you see in the distance.
Oh,
A potion of reduce, which makes you itty bitty.
I'm already itty bitty.
I can be fairy-sized fairy.
Gosh, it's all potions. I hate this. I don't want a potion. I want something cool.
Why is it all potions?
I don't know. Let me
Oops,
pick
all
a different.
potions.
Let me pick a different magic table. One that isn't just all potions all the way down. You know,
Also,
something.
because I have some healing potions, I think you guys should take the healing potions.
Oh, here we go. This table's like all fun stuff. Oh, that's an item no one can use because none of you are warlocks. Okay, we'll just have to. Can you please reroll me that 34? No, wait, no, that's
That was
51.
my one.
51 gets to reroll.
51.
okay. I reroll.
19. Ooh. Let's
I'm
take.
taking this potion.
Well, no one here uses a shield. We'll go with this one then. It's directly. I like this one a lot, and I think you will too. My eye, however, glazed over for just long enough. It's a cloak of elvenkind.
Ooh, those are useful.
They are very useful. They make you harder to see. Like, holy shit. This is basically a +10 if you're using passive scores. Point is, you find some cool stuff. Oh yeah, there's also money. Whoops, I forgot about the money.
I'll hold on to that clip of time.
We can just, for the sake of keeping it safe, Dizzy,
Yeah.
I'll put the gems in the spooky hole. And the money, because it's weight.
I want it.
You'll get them back when we're not down here.
He's like,
Also, in this pile
"It's mine."
is 120 gold. So let me just increase that number for you. But also, and this is the part that's kind of neat, is 1,200 silver.
It's a lot of silver.
Yeah, a lot of random bits and pieces. And together with those gems, you got some cash, I think.
That's cash money.
It's just money. Point is, you find all this fun stuff while Boopido is busy, and y'all are having a chat.
So should we get rid of that potion of clairvoyance?
I took the potion of diminution. I can also take the clairvoyance one.
Well, the clairvoyance was what I rolled, but then we changed that.
True.
So yeah,
So yeah,
I'll
probably
just-
should. Boop.
Yeah.
We have the superior healing ones, so I'm gonna take one, and you guys should take the others.
Well,
So we
I'll
have them
take
spread
one.
out.
I'll take one. I think I took one. I'll take that.
You have to actually delete them, because it doesn't actually say anything if you just move them.
Okay, yeah, I do have one, so let me remove one.
Yeah, now I've got stuff. And Dizzy, you got yours, right?
Yeah, I got mine. So I can probably
Nice.
just delete it.
And guys,
And because I have some of this in my inventory, I don't want to use superior ones. Bella.
Ah.
11 healing.
11
Gulp it
healing.
down.
Yeah.
Chug, 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 chug.
You know,
Also,
like-
maybe Bella, you should take the spell scrolls.
I should.
Because I can't use them. I don't read magic.
Alright, I'll
I
Bring
can't.
those
Wait, no.
And I already have that star fruit, so I don't need that there.
Wait. The perfect one for this.
augury.
Or if you want to, you can be cool about it.
I know.
Dang
can't
it.
read
Beat me
it.
to it.
I feel like she'd be the other one.
I can't
I
read.
can't read.
Ignore a sign.
There you go. I now have those scrolls.
Handsome. Well, got your inventories all set up. That's nice.
You do.
You might find more. After all, this cave is filled with magic. Things can get magic here just by being exposed to the constant Fey-res.
I don't like that part.
This anti-radiant Fey-res suit will help you. This guy Fey-res detector.
Now that clicking of this detector sounds familiar, but
Hey,
can't
also,
quite
Claire,
place it.
the clockwork amulet, do you have that?
I mean, does anything like have anything, man?
I think that was from before we were.
It was a while back, but I thought Claire had that.
Don't forget, you can always just take a short rest if you want to just patch yourself. It's like 10 minutes.
Well, only Bella got injured.
I know.
I got
I'm
it.
just reminding you.
No, I don't have the clockwork amulet.
Okay.
Also, that might be a good time to call it since it's 4:30.
I'm gonna call it in like 5 minutes
Wow.
when you guys finish up your loot distribution.
I am all set up. I just assumed I shoved most of the money in the spooky hole.
There's nothing really I need. I'm actually doing pretty good, unless this gold bracelet can enhance my grappling.
We're selling
power.
those later.
Oh. Pulls my
Shiny.
hands out of the spooky hole.
Out of my spooky hole.
Yeah, I'm not allowed in there.
As you take up the last bit of loot and say your goodbyes to Bupido, he waves at you. He has this big pile. His skin looks a bit darker than before. When he says goodbye, he says it in two voices and reminds you to come back for his reward. It's only polite.
Guys, do we trust him?
I mean, he's helping.
Well, well.
Well,
I mean, he has an eye on his nose, so it's up to you.
yeah.
I mean,
That wasn't there before, by the way.
well, he helped us, and I think that's good. So I think we should at least give him the benefit of the doubt. So, yeah.
You can
we
decide
come
that
back
later.
for the prize.
Because, for now, you will go through the tunnels and eventually find a mushroom party time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I hear the rap in my head.
It's party time. It's party time.
Iceling, it's your best of the day. Take an ice cream. Oh, that's way.
Michael.
Michael.
Like,
You
I
know,
love
if,
that.
if we actually didn't have like a trauma system, I feel like Abigail's pretty high at the moment.
You know, for sake of conversation, you'll get your level up when you find the dragon egg because that's like the meaningful thing of this whole chapter. I'd say.
Well, I assume we wouldn't be getting like a big EXP boost for every person.
Oh no,
we
I'm
get
not
out.
doing XP. I said every chapter. It's just that Gracklestrook
Right.
feels a bit bigger than it is.
Okay, that works.
Everything feels bigger when everyone's an asshole.
Really?
Oh no, the cat despairs.
Wonder if
Good
we'll
thing
ever
we
get
don't
to see Darkest Dungeon.
I can't believe Canny managed to survive that.
hey, double thumbs up.
I can't believe Abigail managed to survive that.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna re-roll a character.
Yeah.
Well, your
Look,
friends
I
didn't
was
let
gonna
you.
go in and like teleport with you off the edge.
Hmm.
I was gonna
No.
get you out of there, Bella.
No friend left behind.
Remember, I was invisible and I can teleport.
You know that works. Zala just.
Listen, I bought the net for a reason.
Oh, dude, look at this.
Yeah, there's a ton of really cool.
Oh, and Safi, I never
mods
got
and
my
stuff.
other talent for the last one we were supposed to get 5th level.
There's also a lot of horny mods for Darkest
So I was gonna
Dungeon
go with a
and stuff.
spell that wouldn't have had any use until now. Just to explain why I haven't used it.
Okay.
I'm taking extra dimensional room.
And yeah, there are tons of horny mods. Also, a ton of good mods on Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, there's a ton of
So
cool stuff.
hey,
You have a
hey guys.
room.
Yep, at any point I want, I can make the spooky hole into a room.
Unfortunately, just like actual houses, the housing crisis affects this room. You must pay
What?
rent.
What?
Your faking demands it.
No! Dang
Fake
you,
tax.
Oberon!
I heard about
This
this
is what
hip new
happens
thing all developed cities are doing called rent.
Oh,
This is
that.
what happens when you've been king for 17,000 years.
Corrupted by the call of capitalism, King Oberon institutes debt systems.
And landlords.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll just have to
See,
find
I
Titania
fixed
and
this
control
country
them.
by loaning lots of money and then lending it out again.
Oh my god, he makes me pay rent on the spooky hole. But at San Francisco rates.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
No.
Oh god.
Why is this hole so
So-
expensive? I can get another one at any time, and it's like it's
My
not.
hole's like, I make new ones literally every time I go in. That's
But-
not the point.
It's prime real estate. There's no one in New York who you can never pay this New York rent. But that's not the point.
It's literally featureless.
Now, see, that's just because you're not trying to decorate it out enough.
Some
Though
people have
actually,
seen
you
it
know what
for
the best
benefit.
part about me taking that spell is? It actually technically makes the spooky hole more efficient.
No. You
It
can now have
removes the
shelves.
weight limit.
No, you can have shelves.
I can
Yay.
also have shelves. What it does for at least Dizzy, uh, extra dimensional room means on any reflective or smooth surface, I can make a portal to a void that is a smooth 50 square foot area, and it gets 10 foot bigger each time I level up. But I can also arrange anything that I put in my extra dimensional storage within that room.
You do need a reflective surface, though, so carry a big
Yep.
mirror.
I mean, I
Or
carry a
water.
mirror.
I can manipulate water into it.
Nice.
Water
Well,
and ice.
next time,
But
it's time you guys met some mushrooms. There's lots of mushrooms down here.
I noticed.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
But
It
as
begins.
of now, the spooky hole's total amount of storage has no weight limit, and
Put a
instead
horse
is a 50 square foot cube.
Cube.
I can build a house in here.
hold. I literally can. I can actually start stealing furniture.
And a landlord manifests whenever the house is successfully built.
Think about this. I open the spooky hole. We go inside. There's like 2 chairs and a table. Where'd you get this? You know that manor we were at last week, like with the rich people and how they were complaining about some of their chairs not being there anymore?
Crying.
No, no. Every room, every house just always comes with a set of chairs. No one knows where they come from.
Yeah, I mean it's just there. Wait, I was sitting in a chair just like this, like last night. Different chair, standard issue.
Standard issue new room chairs. And then tomorrow we get to play more with the druids and maybe wrap that up and then go to the final chapter of the book. Man, wrapping up AP books is so satisfying. I think that is something that 5e could learn from is as much as I think that APs could use a lot of work, just like 5e could use a lot of work, there is a certain fun to finishing up a chapter and then finishing up a book and being like, you know, this is where you could have a satisfying ending if you want it.
Because you can pap the book shut like,
You get to pap it! You pap it with the
Pap.
pap paws.
yeah.
Wait, Safi, I just had a question.
Yes.
My extra dimensional storage, it has its own like neutral air supply, right?
I don't know. If it doesn't mention, I imagine it doesn't come with a bottle of air. Like
Because
maybe
it seems like it's fully survivable to remain in there.
You know, Rope Trick is specifically for that. Let's take a look. What exactly is this? Is this an extra dimensional room?
It's under warp.
Yeah, I know what I'm looking for. The space does not exist until you enter the portal and continues as long as you are inside.
I can choose light and temperature however I want it to be.
Okay, so I guess the idea is that as long as you're in it, there's like air and stuff. Yeah, it's basically survivable, but the second you leave, everyone gets farted back out.
Hey guys, guess where I'm not staying? The inn.
Oh, but with an augment, you can keep it around for like a minute afterwards.
Oh,
Yep.
now Silas' character has a meditation realm. Interesting.
No, that's later. That's actually in a high-end spell, which I can only get level 15, is create demi-plane. Then I can create my own permanent universe.
God of Eternity. Actually, also,
Take a second.
I'm gonna be going, but I want to
Folklore.
post this card I just saw that's new for Magic.
Stuffed bear.
Oh.
But Claire, don't forget to love your shirt.
Oh, I found it. So